Hi, it's Char, and I've got another daily dose of Char video for you. And it is your tank full? Now you have to know with the holiday that just happened, Thanksgiving Day, I have this beautiful sign on my fireplace. You see this? I love it. And so I'm sitting here watching this one night, and I'm like, I've been doing a lot to help some different people, and sometimes it sinks in and makes them feel my original intent, which is to be loved, but then sometimes it doesn't. I just didn't understand, why is it that even when we go into situations where we're intending to love and we're intending to help somebody else, they cannot be thankful or happy for it. And so as I looked at this more and more and more, it's kind of funny. I'll put it like this, cover up this word. You cannot be thankful if your tank is not full. And so for me, that was an opportunity to make sure that at every state that I'm in, to make sure that I'm always thankful. When we look at life, we have three different stages that we have. We are either going into something, coming out of something, or going through something. So going through something, coming out of something, or getting ready to go in, you just don't know it yet. Okay, and it's almost like during that getting ready to go in part that we're supposed to do our recovery. When you look at people at the gym, the people that are going in the door, they're getting ready to have a workout. The people that are in the gym, they have a workout. The people coming out the door, they're giving themselves a little bit of time to recover from whatever that workout did for them. And if we use the same metaphor in our own life, and we realize that the gym is where you go to build yourself physically stronger. And when you're there, you get a little sore and you stretch yourself, or you don't have to. I've been at the gym plenty of times and saw people who came full face of makeup, and they're not there for working out. They're there for other reasons. When I'm talking about the people who are just dedicated, they put it on their list of things to do, and they're going to the gym, walking in the door, they've got a mission to do, they're getting to work, they're getting out of there, they go home so that they have the recovery period. We have the same things going on in our lives. All right. We have life situations that happen. And just like the gym, when you're getting ready to go in, it's a mindset. You've got the markers that there was a phone call of a death in the family. You just got notification of a baby coming. You found out you're going to get divorced. These are the markers of getting ready to go into the gym. And when you're getting ready to go into the gym, you come prepared. You stop and you make sure you have your water bottle. You make sure you have your towel. In life, there are things that you can do so that you can make sure going into that situation and going into the gym that you're prepared. Now, when you're getting ready to go into something, especially into a situation that you cannot control, because I don't know about you and I, but I can barely control myself most of the time, especially around like Reese's cups. I'm pretty uncontrollable about that, but I can barely control myself at times. Why I would think that I was going to be able to control a situation or other people inside of a situation is beyond me. We have to give that part up, knowing that we're getting ready to go through a life event. You surrender to the process, understanding this is before you because it's going to make you stronger. Knowing, just like when you're going into that gym, you're here, you're going to go through the workout. I remember years ago, I went to a gym here in town, and I was doing this workout called Body Fit or something like that. And it worked out. It was a complete body workout with weights. All right. And when I was in the middle of going through it, and I was really, at the end of some of it, it was like, holy cow, what did I sign up for? But in an hour, I worked out every single muscle group of my body and to fatigue. So that's exhausting. I didn't think I could go on anymore. Just like life events that get thrown at us, and we wonder, how the heck are we going to get through this? Or how do we have the ability to get through it? Yes, you have the ability to get through it, because you wouldn't be there. You wouldn't be in this situation if you could not. And so afterwards, when I left that gym and I had that recovery, I know I had to give my body, I'll tell you what, I never knew it hurt so much to sit down on a toilet or come down the stairs until that class. I'll tell you what, every second for the next 3 days, I felt it. But you know what? I went back. This time I was a little more excited because I knew if I was feeling it and it was painful. I think for the first day, if you said hi to me, I had to build up momentum so that my arm would swing around to say hi to you. That's how sore it was, right? And so the more I pushed and worked through that pain and came back and gave myself time to recover, the stronger I got. The same thing happens in life. When you're getting ready to go through something, you come into it prepared. And what does that look like? Prepared is, especially if it's going to be something that's pretty draining for you, you've got to make sure that you're continuing to do your self-care. You're continuing to do the things that only you do for you. All right? Maybe for me, my inner mermaid loves, is an understatement, soaking in the bathtub. And so when I know that I'm getting ready to go into a situation, I'm going to make sure that I kick my self-care up. I'm going to do those things that I do just for me so that I can make sure that I'm getting ready for what I'm getting ready to go through. And then before you know it, you're stuck with not stuck with, but you're going through whatever the situation is that is before you. And if you go into it prepared, and I will go back to getting ready to go into it, for me, having something that anchors me deeply will be able to get me through any storm. So if you don't have something that does that for you, I need to encourage you to find that. Usually those anchors, for me, it's my faith, it's God. For somebody else, it could be Buddha, it could be Hinduism. I really don't care, but whatever it is something that keeps us connected, anchored, and grounded in the middle of these storms. If you don't know what that is, and you are actually coming out of it, and you're kind of in that easy peasy, hey, recovery period, this is when you start finding that. This is when you start relying on that, and that's when you start building on it. Now, for the people who are going through chaos right now, what you have to know is this is the immediate plan that you need to do. There's 3 things every day. It can only last so long, right? And so remind yourself of that. But if you're going through chaos and you're going through trauma, the first thing that you have to do is every single day you wake up, you figure out what your goal is for that day. You set a goal. And this is a reasonable goal that can be done that day. That's within your ability to be done too. And it's within your control. If it's relying on somebody else, that's not the goal for the day. These are things that will get you through the day. And I'll tell you what, to be honest, between you and I, a goal can be, I'm going to get out of bed. I'm going to take a shower. Because there are some life events that come at us that are just that big, that all you want to do is stay in bed. And it's okay. Allowing yourself some grace for a day. And then the next day, it's get out of bed. And the next day, you create another goal. But these are goals that only you are in charge of and only that you can keep track of. And that's one of the most important things, is that you keep track of them. You journal these. Because what's going to happen is you're continuing to go through this process. You're going to have a few stumbling blocks. You're going to have a few things that push you back. I know if you go and find my my YouTube channel, that's the 200 days, the Django epidemic, you're going to see that every day when I was going through a crisis about 2.5 years ago that I didn't see coming, every day I woke up and I was like, today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to do these. And these were all things that were within my control that kept me focused through the storm. The second thing that you're going to do is you're going to find 3 things every single day that you're thankful for. All right. Now, and no repeats. You can't say kids, honey, fair weather. You can't. Every single day, there's 3 different things, and you're going to note these in your journal also. It is so important for you to keep track of your journal, because what you're going to see is when you hit those moments where you get pushed back, you're going to see how far you've come. If you don't keep track of that, find a way to keep track of it. Put it on your calendar, text it to yourself so you can see how far you've come. I know that I would write my goals for the day, and I would write my 3 thankful things with a dry erase marker on my mirror in my bedroom or on my windows, wherever it would remind me how thankful. And even when I think I've lost everything, I still have so much to be thankful for, and so much abundance. And then the third thing to remember is your self-care, especially in the middle of those times of chaos or strife. If you're really going through something that is just draining you and you're not feeling at your top performance, no, it's only going to last so long. And just like a bad workout at the gym, this truly is for your good. This is going to make your soul stronger. There isn't like a gym that you can go to make your emotional self stronger. It's called life. All right. It's not a 3-letter word. It's a 4-letter word. And with life, it's truly a choice on if you're going to experience things as a reaction mode or a proactive mode, and knowing that it's either going to benefit you or not. And so make sure that even in lack that you find much to be thankful for. Again, I'm going to go back to about 2.5 years ago when I went through my chaos, and I had somebody have me all over the news and all over the newspapers. And I thought, I didn't think, I saw my world just crumbling apart in front of me, that it would have been so easy to go into the corner and hide. But I knew that even with this lack, even with all this crumbling down, I still had so much to be thankful for. And I'll tell you, one of the very first things after I went through, there was a warrant for my arrest. There's a saga. You have to go find it. There's some video out there. You can follow it. But I remember the very first day I came home and got in bed, and I was just thankful for a soft bed. And so sometimes you have to dig deep. Sometimes it's going to be, I'm thankful for my sight. I'm thankful for my ability to breathe. I'm thankful for my ability to walk, especially when you see somebody who doesn't. And it makes your day go by a little bit different when you see that even in the worst day of your life, there's somebody else that would want your worst day as one of their best. And so remind yourself of that. Lastly, so that you can kind of figure out litmus-wise, where am I in this equation? Because it's not like somebody says, hey, here's your sign, you're getting ready to go through crisis. It doesn't happen. It's just life. They just kind of stroll upon you. Wouldn't it be so nice if it was like going to the gym and we could choose when that stuff happens? It doesn't work that way. And so what is a litmus? How do you know, are you at the right place? Well, if you find yourself complaining about other people, gossiping, or maybe you're angry, that might be a good time for you to litmus on this, okay? To see, wait a second, am I being thankful or am I just being mean? Because nobody likes mean people. Stop that. It's because you're hurt inside. You just got to love yourself a little bit and find out things that you're thankful for. But nobody likes mean people. Stop that. And second is, you know what? This is my favorite saying. If you have time to complain or bitch about somebody else, you probably need to spend more time just going and looking in the mirror. Because while you could sit here and complain and gossip and smear other people all you want all day long, it doesn't change the situation when the only thing you can really control is yourself sometimes, unless there's Reese's cups in the room, then you really shouldn't be complaining. So, you know, in the balance of that is in my world, when I have somebody who comes into my space and they're responsible for the energy they're bringing around me, and I see that they're just always bitching or complaining or trying to complain about somebody else to me, that's big road signs of whoa, 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 whoa. This person needs to do some work. And maybe I'll try to love on them a little bit, get some more love in their cup so that they could see it, but it's really not my job to fill up their cup. That's their cup. We're all self-sufficient. We've got to fill up our own cups and not get that energy from other people. But if you realize that you're complaining, you're gossiping, you're angry, or people are doing that around you, that's because they haven't done this yet, right? You guys need to all go get one of these. I got this at Marshall's for $24.99. I don't think they're at it anymore. But anyways, if you're not thankful, you need to know there's just some work to do. And why don't you just use your energy to work on something you can control, which is yourself, right? Because most days, if you're trying to control somebody else, all you're doing is wasting your energy. And when you waste your energy, you can't be thankful. So you guys know what? I hope you find much to do about this. Daily Dose of Char is on YouTube. Feel free to go subscribe. I've got a few other channels out there too. So just go subscribe to all of them and feel free to share. And if this spoke to you, leave comments. Soon. Talk to you then.